Hello, I'm Reverend Karen Davis of First Christian Church. How many of you have played the game of life? In this game, you find out all kinds of things that the game tells you to do. After you spin it around and you know how many spaces to go and where to land, the game will tell you where you're going to go to school, what type of job you might have. It tells you how much money you're going to have. And you draw these cards and it gives you instructions on all the things that you should be doing. It tells you with authority what your life is going to look like. Well, wouldn't it be great if real life was that simple? But oftentimes what we want to do is decide all of those things for ourselves. And we feel as though what we do is up to us. But at school, you probably have to listen to the authority or guidance of your teacher, the principal, right? At home, you listen to the authority of your parents, grandparents, the adults in your house who give you instructions and guidance, tell you the rules to follow, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. When we go out into the community, we have rules. We have other authority figures that we look up to, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's civic leaders. We have people that give us guidance, instructions on what we should and shouldn't be doing. Well, in our faith life, it's the same. In fact, for all of our life, we are to look to one authority, one guidance, and all the other rules in our life should actually fall in line with that. If we are following the authority of God, if we are following God's guidance, then we should be following the rules that our school tells us, that our family tells us, that our community tells us. If we are doing those things that God has asked us to do, then we should be well within the guidelines that others ask us. If not, then there's probably something wrong with those other rules that are being set for us. If they contradict what God is telling us to do, at the end of the day, it's God's authority that we should be listening to. In our gospel lesson that we're looking at this week from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 21 through 28, it's a conversation about the authority that Jesus is living his life with and teaching, that authority comes from God, and others are amazed at what Jesus is doing. Well, we too should look to God for the authority, for the guidance, for the instructions for our life. So think about what it is that God wants you to do this day. And if you were following God's authority and guidance, then you should be living as a child of God that continues to follow the guidance of those around you as well, to do the loving and caring things that God would have us do. May God bless you and direct you this day and every day.